Hey Bulldog fans, and welcome back to the Blitz. I'm Sam Bush.
And this is Levi Edwards. As we have a great show ahead for you guys, as we had Dylan Brantley travel out to the West Coast so we can see our Samford Bulldogs take on New Mexico as well as San Diego in basketball.
That's exactly right. We also have our very own Dirk Haldewang sitting down with Cassidy Blevins to talk about the women's basketball season, and a big congrats to our SoCon champs, the volleyball team. Here's Allie Bridges with the story.
Right before Thanksgiving, the Samford volleyball team defeated Chattanooga by a score of 3-1 to win the SoCon championship for the third time in the past 5 years. With the win, Samford earned an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. On the way to the championship, Samford defeated both Wofford and top overall seed ETSU in straight sets to advance to the final, where they won their championship. Samford dominated the first set before the Mocs roared back to take the second. After intermission, the Dogs won 2 consecutive sets to take the match. Erin Bogner was named the tournament MVP after she recorded 28 kills and 16 digs.
Well, since our freshman year, we knew it was going to be at home at Samford, so we've kind of been dreaming of it for 4 years now as seniors. And this whole season, we've been working hard. Like you said earlier, it's been up and down. But we knew our goals and we knew how to get there, and we put it together all at the right time at the end, and that's kind of what Coach says. We got to be playing the best at the right time. So that's what we did, and it feels great.
Gabby Greenwood and Kate Neisler also reached double digits in kills. Samford held a watch party for the NCAA tournament bracket reveal in the Coca-Cola Hospitality Suite in the Pete Hanna Center, where it was revealed that the Bulldogs will take on Kansas in the first round of the tournament. Best of luck to the Bulldogs in the continuation of their season.
Thank you, Allie, and congrats again to our women's volleyball team on winning the SoCon championship.
Well, I gotta be honest with you, I'm a little bit jealous of Mr. Brantley as he was able to go out to the beach and sunshine in San Diego to see the Samford basketball team take on San Diego.
Hi, Samford Bulldogs. Currently, we're on our way to play San Diego. Sitting here with James Boone and Tristan Chambers, 2 of the freshmen for the basketball team. What's up, guys?
What's up, man? What's up, DB?
Time for the second flight of the day, going from Dallas to San Diego. You ready, Will?
No.
Hey guys, just catching up with the team today. We're here one day before game day at San Diego, just chilling on the beach, getting a little view of our environment, just hanging out. Halftime here at the Samford Bulldogs and San Diego's game, and the score is currently Samford 37, San Diego 25. Bulldogs right now are on a tear offensively, but they're going up against a good offense as well, and they got to find a way to get stops on the defensive end.
Thank you, Dylan. Once again, still a tad bit upset I didn't get to go out to San Diego, but at least we got the win.
Yeah, and I'm very jealous too. Now we have Dirk Haldewang sitting down with Cassidy Blevins to talk about the women's basketball season so far.
Thanks, you guys. We're sitting here with Cassidy Blevins, redshirt junior for the Samford Bulldogs, also the starting guard. Can you give us an update on how the team has been doing this year?
Yeah, we've been doing pretty well. We're 2-4 right now, but we've played some pretty big schools, some good competition, and the games that we've lost have been close. Outside of Kentucky, which we played on Sunday, it's the number 20 team in the nation, and we played well and we fought hard, so that's something to be proud of. So.
All right. Are there any players that have really stepped up this year, freshmen all the way up through senior, that have just really, taken on their roles?
Yeah, I think we've had a lot of people step up recently, especially. We have 2 freshmen that are starting right now, Samantha Fitzgerald and Charity Brown. They're both starting, which is a big adjustment. I mean, they were just playing high school ball a year ago, and now we're playing against, Kentucky, the number 20th best team in the nation. So they've really stepped up to that challenge, and they've been great. And we've had other players really just take new roles this year, which has been good. But we're still learning. We've got a long way to go, but things have been good.
What's the team dynamic? What's the team goals for this year?
Well, overarching goal is obviously to win a championship. We want to win conference, but also just to take care of the little things. Coach really harps on doing simple better and just the details of things and being sharp here and sharp there and taking care of the ball and being a team that plays together on defense and on offense. So that's really what we focus on every day.
And you, as the starting guard, what are your personal goals for the season?
At the beginning of the year, I set some goals for myself, shooting 40% from the three-point line. That's something that I want to try to maintain all season. Shooting 90% from the free throw line is something else that I really want to try to do. So just keeping my percentages up and being efficient on the floor is pretty much my goals.
Well, thank you for being here with us today. Best of luck on the rest of the season.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Back to you guys.
Good work, Dirk. Thanks for that.
Also, now we have our very own Justin Anderson recapping our football game against Youngstown State in the playoffs.
I'm here with Mike Grace. Mike, let's talk a little bit about the FCS playoffs this Saturday. Samford traveled to Youngstown State, a very rich tradition there. You got Jim Tressel, who used to coach for the Ohio State Buckeyes, legendary coach there, and I believe he's the president there.
He is,
and
indeed.
of course, former Nebraska Cornhusker Bo Pelini takes the reins for the Penguins. But let's talk about Samford. They traveled to number 13 in the country, Youngstown State. What did you take away from the game?
Well, it was a great opportunity for Samford. Only the 4th time this program's ever been to the FCS playoffs, and the 2nd time in 4 years. Keep in mind the first 2 were back-to-back in 91 and 92 under the direction of a head coach named Terry Bowden, who turned out to have a pretty good college career. But so it is a big thing for this program to get back for the 2nd time in 4 years, and would we have loved to have played another week or more? You better believe it, but it's great experience. It's another feather in the cap for this program for head coach Chris Hatcher in just his 2nd season, and I think with so much back both offensively and defensively, he's got to feel really good, and I think Bulldog fans can feel really good about our chances of getting back there next year and hopefully making a nice little streak of it now.
Mm-hmm. As you mentioned, this is Samford's 2nd time in the last 4 years of making the playoffs. What does that mean for this program going forward?
Well, it's tremendous. I mean, every time you make it, it gives you a better chance of making it again if you take care of business on the field. Justin, this year we were one of the at-large berths. The way the format is currently set up, there's 24 teams that are invited. 10 of those are automatic qualifiers. The Citadel was our Southern Conference automatic qualifier, having won the conference championship outright. But then there's 14 teams that are invited, just like the NCAA bracket. The committee that picks that field. There's a committee that picks the at-large bracket, and so just having gotten there before certainly helps us down the stretch, and down the road, if we can take care of business, come up with those 8-3, 9-2 kind of seasons against the kind of schedule that we typically play, that it's going to bode well for us when those invitations for the at-large berths are handed out.
Yeah, I know the season just ended, but let's look ahead to next season. The Bulldogs lose a lot of players on offense, defense, especially Carl Hamilton, but they do return a lot of playmakers. So do you think this is a team that can compete in the SoCon?
Without a doubt. There's 21, maybe 22 seniors, I think, who will move on. And yes, Carell Hamilton leaves Samford as the career receiver of all time. I mean, he broke the career record for receiving yards, for receptions, for receiving touchdowns. But, you've got folks like Kelvin McKnight and others back, so there's a whole bunch of talent on the wideout position. You get Devlin Hodges back as well, just a redshirt sophomore, so we've got him for what we think will be 2 more years. And think about his season. He's the first Samford quarterback to ever throw for over 4,000 yards in a single season. He breaks the touchdown passing single season record that was set back in 1987 by a guy named Jimbo Fisher. I mean, that's a record that's held up for well over 30 years, but there's a new record holder. That's Devlin Hodges, as he threw, I think, for 37 maybe 39 it was as we look back. So that's great. We do lose a couple of offensive linemen, Gordon Crozier and Armando Bonjour up front, a couple of all-conference type guys, so they'll be tough to replace. And defense as well, we'll lose some key players. Jamerson Blunt on the backside is one of the guys that comes to mind from the defensive secondary. But Bill Diatavio, our coordinator, loves to rotate players. I mean, we talk about not just a 2-deep, but a 3-deep, Justin. And so Billy D, come next year, will have guys that can play at every position. And I think Bulldog fans can feel good about their lineup for 2017. Yeah.
Well, that's all we have for today. I'm Justin Anderson along with Mike Grace. Sam, Levi, back to you.
Thank you, Justin. I was there on Saturday, and unfortunately it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, but it was still a great game, really fun, and looking forward to next season.
Well, it's the end of the road, and I can't let go, but you know what they say, champions are made in the offseason.
That's right.
So I can't wait to see Samford football come back again next year with the Hatch Attack. And I believe that concludes our episode this week.
That's exactly right.
This is Levi Edwards.
And I'm Sam Bush. Thanks for watching.
And you're welcome. Don't you have to say something about Dirk?